Aquarius, we feel obliged because we are the humanitarian. We want people to be better. Even though ourselves, we still have to work on ourselves. Doesn't mean that we're perfect. But we want to put into life and into... Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Hallie. So grateful to have you all. This is a channel about hot topics through a tarot perspective. So yeah, I'm usually intuitive. I'm usually accurate. Doesn't mean I'll be accurate here because it is intuitive based. So I'm doing a Harry Styles update. I know some of you have been asking for it. So interesting to see what I predicted unfold and all that jazz. So let's see what his current energy is post breakup. I think it's been about a month, because I predicted it, so forth. And when it happened, I got so many DMs, so many messages like they broke up, almost like his fans were elated that he would be free, and I understand that. But I did say she's about to play the victim. I will keep you updated about what's happening with Olivia and her ex-husband, because I don't think that that's over yet. I think that they're tied together, and they'll be tied together for a while. But I do energetically feel like there's a huge relief from Harry. And just because he's relieved, in my opinion, I believe he's relieved. Just because he's relieved does not mean that he's not upset. I think she became a burden. And I was watching this tarot video about Aquarius. I'm Sun in Aquarius, and I've always said this about Aquarius, and she's one of the first people to confirm it. Aquarius, we often tend to look at our love our love situations as charity, and so we end up with people that use us, that manipulate us. And until I saw that about myself, and until I recognized that I deserve a partner who is going to give back to me, who I don't have to feel sorry for, and through therapy, through listening to friends and so forth, it changed how I see dating. Because now when I recognize those red flags in the beginning, I'm like, that's it. But before, I say when I turned 30, things changed. But before I turned 30, I really struggled with that. A lot of my relationships, I would get used. Now, when I put input into the relationship, I don't feel obliged. I'm doing it because I want to. But a lot of Aquarius, we feel obliged because we are the humanitarian. We want people to be better. Even though ourselves, we still have to work on ourselves. Doesn't mean that we're perfect. But we want to put into life and into other people as much as we can for it to be a better place. So, the Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups, wow. I think he's seeing what I'm talking about. He's seeing that it's not only up to him to make things happen, to make relationships last, to make life, it's like I said, I think he's sad the relationship didn't work out, but he also feels free. And I was actually thinking about him recently. I had an Aquarius friend who's in a relationship, and I'm not going to say obviously who he is and so forth, but he would often say to me, I feel responsible for my girlfriend because I feel like her life will be down the drain if I'm not in her life. And I used to think I've been there. I've been there where I've had boyfriends. I wanted to break up with them, but I was like, what are they going to do without me? And it sounds kind of egotistical, but a lot of exes would say, you made my life better. And with that heavy responsibility, I felt obliged. So he felt obliged to be with her. With 4 Wands, Page of Wands, now I feel like even though 4 Wands usually represents a union, I think he's looking at relationships differently now. I think he is. I think he's looking at relationships differently, and he's like, you know what? It doesn't have to be heavy. Because I used to put up, and I can relate. That's why I'm talking about myself. I'm only talking about myself as it pertains to the situation, so that we can all relate. Because I'm sure all of us have had some kind of situation similar to this, or we've been the person, you know, so forth and so forth. It's just interesting if we relate this. That's the whole point of this channel. So with the Moon, 10 of Swords, and the Emperor, he's now seeing that he has to take control of his life. And I think he's doing some childhood trauma healing. I'm really seeing that it's been a long thread of situations that have not been only similar to this, but almost the same, where he's felt like he's taking on other people's baggage. But I think she was an exaggeration of this story so that he could learn. The Lovers and Two of Pentacles. So he could learn what to do moving forward. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I'm excited to keep these going, so please stay tuned. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.